Hey there and welcome back to my channel. Today I am on the way to Mirbat and I thought I'd stop over here in a place that I know to try and get started. I've got my Nikon FE2 and it's loaded with the Kono Color 400. I've done ISO tests with this film before and I actually prefer the results at 200. So everything is set to meter at 200 and I'm good to go. But I'm not just going to shoot normally. I've decided that today I'm going to experiment with all double exposures. So that is the plan. Every shot will be double exposed. That means that I will be metering my shots at a f-stop of 8, and then I will be underexposing just by stopping to reduce the amount of light that comes in, and then I will double expose, and in the end I hope that the exposure is balanced and the results are something striking. At least that's what I hope. Maybe some won't come out so well, but the whole idea is to really not overthink it, just experiment, do it, look at your results, try to understand why things work and they don't work. Do I need to do 2 stops or 1 stop? So I'll be playing around with the underexposing for the double exposures and just sort of have fun with it. I'm really trying not to overthink it, even though on the way out here I was trying to think of compositions in my mind and I just had to tell myself, forget it. Now, the point is not to get some winners. The point is to learn about the film, its characteristics under double exposure, and how can I use that to my advantage in the future. So with all the intro stuff out of the way, I think it's time to get to it. I just want to get a couple here and get back on the road and get to Mirbat. A little embarrassing to disclose this information, but I was doing everything right, except I wasn't actually hitting the lever for double exposure for like the first 8 shots. And then suddenly it dawned on me, I was like, wait, what am I not doing? I got everything right, exposures, stops, everything. And then I was like, oh. So I'm glad I had the camera off for a while in that beginning, because it was gonna be like the montage before the video began. And there's no proof, but I'm telling you right now. So I figured that out. I redid some of the shots that I wanted. And I'm heading back to the car, and a handful of camels have come to this old spot. So this is a good time to get a few more before I head out, hopefully, if the camels are polite and behave. See if we can get something interesting. Little sweetheart. Getting a little too curious right there on wanting to smell the camera and stuff, but pretty sweet. Let's see if we can get a quick photo, huh? All right, I think that's worked out a little bit better the second time around when I was actually doing the double exposure. I just need to remember that exactly every time and keep record of which one I'm on for the double and which one is the single. The camel showing up in the end was a nice little touch right there. Very pleasant surprise. And I am going to get back to the car. We're going to head out to Mirbat, probably go down to the marina first and just sort of see what we can get. Earlier I said that I was going to go to the marina, but you always have to drive through the old city, and there's such a draw to the old city Mirbat. I just decided that I'd just stop here, and there are some spaces here that I really think would be great for some double exposure. Again, the problem I'm having is my my muscle memory is to always wind after I take a shot. And it's really hard to stop that kind of habitual behavior and think about the fact that you need to save that frame for the double exposure. So I'm trying to keep the mental part in check. I'm doing better, but this is actually a little more of a challenge than I had expected. But I'm ready to roll. I'm going to get right down to the bay, and then I'm just going to move back up a little bit. And I've still got, I don't know, 20 shots. So I've got enough to be able to get some of the things that I envision in my head here, and then still be able to make it out to the marina. Making good progress, no question about it. But I got 10 more to go, which is 20 more shots, and it's getting pretty uncomfortable out here. It is early May, and if you've spent any time out here, you know that this is an awful time of year. The heat just intensifies and the humidity starts creeping in, but it's not quite Kharif season yet, and it gets pretty unpleasant pretty quickly, and there's not a lot of shade where I'm at. So I'm kind of in this debate right now. I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want to shoot the rest of the roll, but it's really getting uncomfortable. And it sort of messes with your head. You start forgetting little things, and every choice and every movement becomes like this incredibly painful and stressful event. And here's the shade I needed to find. So, yeah, I'm going to try and push through. I mean, I'm so close to the end. And if I have to, I'll just stop doing double exposure, get the last shots, something interesting, and yeah, get back into the AC of my car. So this is going to be it. We're going to try and just get the rest of the street maybe, and try and find shadows and keep moving. I think the heat's getting to me because I think I just triple exposed that one. It really is amazing how there's like certain little things become kind of a struggle when you're just sort of thinking about the environment. Wow. So I'm at 28, which I'm pretty sure meant I just did 3 times on that one. Oh, we'll see how it comes out. Maybe 3 is going to be the magic number, and I'll be happy with it. Who knows? But that just means I got a little bit more time to kill and more shots to find before I'm out of here. But this blue building behind me seems to be the next one. Okay, it is over. It is done. It is the end of the roll and the end of my endurance for this heat, and I'm getting to the car. You know, I'm not really sure how this is going to come out. I gotta be honest, I'm a little uneasy about the results. Sometimes I was thinking 2 stops maybe would be better because it is getting brighter. It is just really washing out some of the color. And am I gonna underexpose well enough to get the balance for the double exposure that I'd like? It's all up in the air, I don't know. So at this point, so part of me is like, I don't care. I just want to get a cold shower and some AC. And the last frame before I leave, which I am back at the car, and I've got my yellow whatever thing that I always take a shot of when I'm in Mirbat, and today is no different. I've saved the last one for it. We'll get a double exposure with that thing and then get out of here. So thanks again for watching. I do really appreciate it every time. Take care, and I will see you next time.